Hey guys, and welcome to my Everton versus Chelsea review. I am the son of Chelsea, and what a game. I was going to come on straight after the game, but I kind of had to see the goals again because it was such an amazing game. A tough game to watch, but I mean enjoyable one in the end. And what a performance by Chelsea, such character, such determination. I think all 6 goals were great goals, the way they worked. So starting off, Oscar and Schürrle went up the team, and Willian and Ramirez came in for their places. I was quite surprised with that, but it was more like a 4-3-3 rather than a 4-2-3-1, and that's kind of the way we've been playing for all 3 games really. I mean, even when Oscar's been playing, I think it's been more of kind of like a you have Matic sitting in front of defence, and then Oscar and Fabregas kind of being the new kind of 2 number 10s and kind of dropping deep, getting the ball, and that was kind of what it was like. But Diego Costa started after all the nonsense really of him being injured for 6 weeks starts, and right from the off, Chelsea get the ball, play it around, some great passing, and Fabregas finds Costa, just so easy. Costa gets it, and the clinical finishing once again of Costa, first shot, first goal, and this was 3 goals for him. 3 shots on target, 3 goals, and that is just amazing, clinical. I mean, that is world class. And you just look at Costa and you think every time he gets a clear-cut chance, he's either going to get close to scoring it or he's going to put it in the back of the net because he's that good. And then straight after that, we continued where we left off after scoring that first goal, got the ball down again, played, and it came to Ivanovic in the box, and he took it down and smashed it in the goal. There was a hint of offside, and this was kind of a thing throughout the whole game. The linesman was just terrible, and the officiating was terrible once again. I mean, I just cannot. I'd probably, for Everton fan, I'd be aggrieved. But if you look at the final score, I don't think they can be aggrieved, just because they conceded 6 goals. So, but at the same time, the officiating today on both sides was poor for me again. How can that linesman be officiating a game in the Premier League? I don't know. He's probably going to get thrown down to the lower leagues, which is unfair to the lower leagues. But Distan and Jagielka were both kind of, they kept on trying to play us offside, and Costa and Fabregas and all of our players kind of just kept on getting through that, and we should have scored. And then there was a moment where Tim Howard, who for me should have probably got sent off, there was 3 occasions today where he could have got sent off. He comes out and handles the ball, he grabs it outside the box, and how the linesman once again did not see that, just a complete joke. Probably feeling sorry for Everton, because at this point they did look like they were in for a hammering. But just before half time, the ball gets played out. Chelsea looked completely in control. The ball comes out to out wide, crossed in, and Morales, who to be honest looked like probably Everton's most lively player, gets on out of it. 2-1 going into half time. It's kind of a different complexion, and they started off brilliantly. I think Everton, I've got to give a lot of credit to them. They came out, was pressing high, was trying to get the ball out wide, and they looked like they were going to score. But I mean, we handled that pressure, and then we got the third. Hazard just running down the ring, and just he gets into the box. Kind of, I thought he was trying to play across, but Seamus Coleman, who'd had a kind of a fight with Diego Costa before, diverts it in. This was 3-1 at this point, and it looked like now we're going to take full control of the game. Diego Costa went up to Seamus Coleman and gave some to him. I don't know what he said, it was quite funny if you looked at it. And then Tim Howard came out and tried to fight Diego Costa, that grabbed hold of him. That should have been a red card for me. You can't stop doing that. And then he basically went head to head with Azpilicueta. Another red card. Referee bottled it. Now at this point I'm thinking, okay, let's just take control of the game. We've got in front now. But straight from the kickoff, I mean, it was just so sloppy from Chelsea defensively. How easy it was for them to get the ball down. Lukaku, I think, plays a nice pass. They get it into Naismith, and Naismith just tucks it in. 3-2, and game 1 again. And it was just so poor for Chelsea, so disappointing, because it was such a tough 10 minutes or so that we'd got through. The period of pressure we got through from Everton, their crowd was lively, and we just killed them with the 3rd goal, and we just let them back into it. The crowd's up again, and then we got for the next goal, and Matic, he gets the ball, and I was just thinking a lot of the time, Matic and Fabregas both got into good positions at the edge of the box, and you think maybe if that's Frank Lampard, he takes a shot. Fabregas and Matic, kind of their job is to try and help out the team. But at the same time, I mean, Matic got it, and he looked like the ball got away from him, but he took a shot, got a deflection. Howard was stranded, 4-2, and then at this point I'm thinking, well, that surely should be it. We're Chelsea, we're good defensively, we'll kill the game off now. But no, straight from there, Everton did pile on the pressure, but then they get another goal from a cross that came in, and guess who? Samuel Eto'o played for us last year, gets the goal against his old club. Typical. He gets the ball, runs back, and it's pressure on again. And to be honest, it was just such a crazy game, like goal to goal. And I was thinking, surely, like, are we gonna be able to hold out? It's gonna be a long 20 minutes, but Chelsea, we kept on showing great character. I mean, our passing was good. Once we got it into that final third, Everton really couldn't handle with us. And once we got it done and played, Costa, I think, gave the ball to Ramirez. Ramirez gave it to Hazard, and Hazard finally found, I think, Ramirez again, who just ran with the ball into the box and shot low and scored. And that's the, I mean, 5th goal, and you think, surely this, like, should be it at this point. And that really was it. And we went on to score the 6th right at the end, Diego Costa. But I have to say, I mean, it was the most crazy game, and it's so hard to kind of sit here and give you the details of it, because it was just the craziest game. Like, you think, like, in cliche, like, if you've seen in games before where you've really seen, I thought maybe once we got that 3rd goal, that would kill the game off. No, Everton go and score another. Oh, we'll go and score another one. I think, yeah, that's it. No, Everton go and score another one. It was just goal after goal. Must have been really entertaining for neutrals, but I know a lot of Chelsea fans, including me, it's not entertaining to watch. Once you won it, it's good, but overall, very happy. Individual performances, Diego Costa scoring 2 goals, brilliant. He was up for a fight, he was constantly involved. Yeah, should have maybe been sent off, but that's the guy he is. He's constantly fighting for the shirt, and to get 4 goals in his first 3 games is quite brilliant. We had 12 chances in total today, and scored 6 of them, which is, I mean, taking half of your chances is clinical, and we're better this year in scoring goals. We look more of a threat. We look like we're going to kill off teams. Last year, I think it would have been interesting to see how we dealt with that game last year, because we didn't have the firepower of Diego Costa, and it's kind of like what City have. I think the one thing that City had last year that we didn't, and maybe you could say this to Liverpool, is they had a Suarez or an Aguero who could get them out of trouble and score on that killer goal, and that's what Costa is. He can score us that killer goal, and he can also help create space for other players like Ramirez, like Matic and Ivanovic. Like, those players are going to get in, and the team really worked for it today. Defensively, we were a bit of a mess, really, but then again, I mean, we got the goals up front. Overall, I thought Costa was brilliant. I think Fabregas, I mean, he had a good game today. Hazard was on and off, but overall he did have a hand in the 3rd goal, and kind of had a hand in most goals. He looked sharp, but I think going back, he needs to get better defensively for me, tracking back. I think from Ramirez, for me, gained so much respect today. He's come in after the last season, the way he was last season, had a very poor season last year. He's coming, he's fighting for the shirt, he's scoring the goal, he's having an effect. He looks like he's got his pace back, and he looks like he's got his determination. He looks a threat now. He doesn't look like he's going to get bundled off the ball, or he doesn't look like a liability anymore, and that is a positive, and he's going to be fighting for his shirt. So I went on the Talk Chelsea FC Facebook group, asked for your questions. Of course, loads of people want to give their comments on this game. It's quite an amazing game, really, and just getting into it. Johnny says, just what I wanted to see, from Chelsea. That never give up attitude. Horrible game to watch as a Chelsea fan for some parts. Shows how biased and dirty some officials and players are. Howard and Coleman, yeah. Officials for me were poor again today, especially the linesmen made constant poor decisions. I think maybe considering Everton actually conceding 6, I think that will kind of help the linesman, because it wasn't like a 2-1 or something, so it wasn't like a key decision that, I guess you could say, screwed over Everton. Joseph said, need to improve defensively, but it's good we can now match City going forward as well. Great videos as well, mate, thanks. And Costa is a beast. Yeah, 2 things about that. Just City going forward, yeah, we can match them now. That's what City would do, I think, in that situation. They have the firepower, we have that, and Costa is a beast. Max says, can't explain it now, need to regain my energy. What game? All of us have to regain my energy. I did the ice bucket challenge and earlier, and that took my breath away. This took my breath away as much as that. I mean, it's just, you have to kind of sit there and kind of digest it, and I'm gonna have to watch that game again because just so much in that game. Sam says, a bit disappointing with the defence. We were exposed to quite a few occasions, but who cares? We belted 6 past Everton at Goodison Parl, which is a fantastic effort. Attacking Chelsea, scoring goals, which is what we like to see, definitely. Harry says, this is a funny one. One word, hell. Definitely agree with that. So thanks for your comments, guys. If you're wondering where my preview was, I didn't do one, but I did do one with Eunice, and I think a lot of you guys probably watched that because we kind of have the same subscribers, and it was fun. We talked about Chelsea, we laughed at United. So if you want to go over and check out that on Eunice's channel. We kind of previewed the game. I'm sure now you probably don't want to hear about my preview on the game, but we talked about not just that, we talked about Remy coming to Chelsea, Torres leaving, the Champions League draw, made more in depth on that, and loads of other stuff as well. So it was a really good actually 2 hours, so it's quite long, but it was fun to do that stream with Eunice. We go into the international break now, which is a bit of an annoyance, even though I'm kind of feeling, well, I can refresh for a week. I'll probably next Saturday I'll be, oh god, like international football with England is so boring. But at the same time, brilliant. Chelsea 3 wins out of 3 for the Blues, top of the table for now, and if whatever happens tomorrow, but 9 points out of 9. Diego Costa is firing, everything is good, and yep, I'll see you again.